No.
But is it for you? Well, the songs were saying humor, but the songs I think they also come from deep within you.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it's true.
yeah. So is there because how do you stay? How do you know that a song is how do you try and perform the song and make it not too
offensive?
Too heavy, too offensive.
Too heavy.
Yeah.
Well, I think by having some lines that are potentially humorous or can have different meanings. Not that line has different meanings, but I think that I think it's really uninteresting when people are writing songs like "Woe is me" and "Oh my God, I'm so sad. I was walking down the street and he left me." It gets redundant because it only becomes about that person, and it's like a very navel-gazing and very sort of okay, who cares, Yeah. But I think what needs to happen with songs and with music is a certain amount of poetry. I think it's really freeing. And if you can have the song be obviously very personal, all these songs are very personal, they're very autobiographical. As I said, people would recognize themselves in the stories. Hopefully there are some lines or some moments or some concepts that are larger than that and that maybe express a more global and a more fully human concept that people can really identify with, or that there's imagery or metaphors that are beautiful and thought-provoking, so that it becomes about the song and less about the person singing it.
What I was wondering, because the songs are pretty deep. They're also if you say you've married, you cheated me, Hearts Club Band. Can you say that the songs, the lyrics were written maybe diving into previous relationships?
Yeah, sure, absolutely, and also I'm definitely a very happy person, as you can tell, and I've had a good
marriage,
and a good couple of years and things like that. It's a lot of happiness, but it took a while to get there, and these songs have been written over the last 2 or 3 years. So I think maybe they've helped, but also I feel as good as I do, maybe because I allow myself to write these songs, and real people who have who are really depressed, because obviously I'm not depressed, and hopefully these songs aren't depressing, there's a paralysis there, and I think being able to express myself and sing and every night is a very freeing and very wonderful experience. And yes, to answer your question, I had to go back into things to write songs, because I had to write songs for the second record. So I really had to flex more my muscle as a songwriter and look more around me than on the first record, because there are more songs about other people and about bigger concepts and ideas, and I had to go back to.
So what is then for you 2 songs? First, one song that you had to revisit an old, that was really maybe a painful experience. What song is it?
A painful experience that is a new experience. The song "In the Middle of the Night" is it's an angry song about illness, because my mother was ill with cancer, and it was very intense and a very hard time, as anyone knows that. And I didn't want to write a song talking about the details of her and expose her and embarrass her in any way, but there was still a lot of feelings. And so, it was more about the subject of illness and the fear that and the scariness of it, and the fear of the possibility of death and things like that. So that, that's an example. And the Tower song is it's an sort of an anti-war song, or my version of an anti-war song that's more just, images of dark things and things that we are subjected to in photographs and images and concepts of war that are happening right now. You know, and those are that are scary and sad.
So what do you think? And would it turn for the better? Now, I mean, with
It
the
doesn't
war.
look good today, or look. It looks like it is, going to be like another Vietnam, doesn't it? What are we now in 7 years? 6?
5.
We're only in 5. It feels like 7.
I think last week or the week before.
Okay.
Yeah. Last question, because I think we have to stop.
Yeah.
I think for you then it was really important to finally make that transition from writing about your own feelings about what's around you.
It's a great relief.
Yeah. What was the turning point? What song or when did you find out?
Well, I think that you write songs in your late teens and your early 20s, and it's a very, like I use the word navel gazing a lot of time, and that's important. And me, and hopefully they were interesting too. That they're interesting songs, because I think that they really are. But I think
I still like Bloody Motherfucking Assholes.
It's my best song definitely so far, and the reason why it's my best song is because it actually isn't about me. It's about whoever the hell you want it to be about, and that's what's clear. I wrote that song, and the minute it was written, it was no longer about the subject that I'd written it about, or didn't matter. And that's why I say in the song, "For you, whoever you are." And when you see people mouthing it in the audience or closing their eyes and listening, it's not about me. It's about them, and that is the job of the songwriter. That is the point of all of this. And I think having gotten a little bit older, like most people, when they maybe get older, been on the road, looking outside of yourself, the outside is oftentimes much more interesting than yourself, and there's bigger issues in the world and other people's problems, and that me finally, as feeling confident as a songwriter, now feel that I can discuss, and maybe I have something to offer.
I think that's the last point is really important, because I think it's nice to write about things that surround you, but I think it's even better to place yourself in the whole world and then write about that.
And let people then identify themselves through it. Yeah.